For this day I was saved. For this day I was born for you. For this day I was formed. For this day to be adorned. For this day I was born for you. When I was praying about this gathering together, the Spirit of the Lord said to me, what we need to get to the minds of the people is the fact that we are the solution to the problem. We know the problem. And that's why there's a spirit of death on this generation. And there's a spirit of death on this nation. Satan tried to kill little children long before they had the chance to breathe, because he knew that a generation that would defy him would be raised up. You were raised up for a purpose. You were raised up for a reason. You were born at the right place at the right time for the right reason. And for that reason, I wrote this song for us to sing so we can get unity together. We were born for this hour. For this day you were made. This day you were saved. And for this day you were born, not only for God, which is the most important thing, but you were born for America. You were born for a generation. We defy the spirit of Jezebel that is trying to emasculate and bring down young men, young women. In fact, I hear the sound of the barking of dogs ready to lick up the blood of Jezebel. I believe this is the hour for our victory. I want you to join together. I want you to sing it with me right now. For this day I was made. For this day I was saved. For this day I was born for you. When we sing that, I want you to raise up your hands. I want you to raise your hands up and sing it to him. For this day I was made. For this day I was saved. For this day I was born for you. For this day I was born. For this day to be adored. For this day I was born for you. Sing it again with me. For this day I was made. For this day I was saved. For this day I was born for you. Sing it, America. I was born for this day. I was born for this day to be adored. For this day I was born for you. We defy every demonic activity. This hour, we're going to make a proclamation against the demonic forces that have lied to a generation. I believe that God has given us the power to drive out the spirit of death of this generation. If you believe that, I want you to give the Lord a shout right now. If you believe we have the power to defy the death. This generation has suffered more death through violence, addiction, and now through this plague called HIV. I want you to know that God has the solution. And we're going to stay here. We're going to stay here until God does the miracle. We will proclaim the victory. This is a prophetic generation. This is a prophetic generation. We will prophesy against the forces of evil. We will not lay down our swords until God has done what he said he's going to do. If you believe that, I want you to shout like you've never shouted before. And remember, Satan is about to fall out of his position. This is your hour, America. Rejoice.